Hi everyone, my name is Erika and welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we are going to do a clearing on the energies of anxiety, depression, and frustration. I've received so many email messages asking me, can you clear anxiety around money? Can you clear anxiety around what's going to happen? Can you clear anxiety related to being in quarantine? And so I thought there's so much anxiety, you can be projecting it onto lots of different things in your life. So let's actually open things up and really look at roots of anxiety, roots of depression, roots of frustration. I know that at this point, so many people are feeling really sick and tired of being in lockdown. There are a huge group of people, of course, that also believe that we need to stay this way. We need to continue with social distancing as much as possible. And then within both factions, both sides, we have people that are really worried about what's going to happen financially, what's going to happen with the economy, people who are just trying to keep their head above water. So whatever category you fit in, whatever you believe, what we want to do is just look at roots of anxiety, depression, frustration that are coming up for you right now relative to any area of life, and particularly the anxiety, the frustration, depression that you are picking up on from the collective that you're just really feeling in your energy field. And we want to just let that go so that you can have some freedom and some ability to be aligned, to manifest what you need at this time, to just move forward with more ease. Because whether or not we're running anxiety or depression, we still have to get up and do the same things every day. And it's not going to help us. It's not going to serve us. It is not going to help us to get things done. So on that note, let's go ahead and connect in and see what needs to be shifted. So we're going to start by plugging in, connecting in with a little prayer of intention. So I'm just going to have you relax your body for a moment. Just close your eyes, take a breath, just use this time to let all of these energies go and to open up to divine intelligence, to your non-physical team, and to unconditional love. So I'm going to go ahead and connect in. So I'm going to just relax my body, take a breath, join you in this energy of connection. So I would like to call upon and invoke or bring forth the very highest vibration of source energy, which is love, to step into this clearing. I'd like to ask that all of the beings who are working with us come forward with ease, that any negative or limiting themes, challenges, choices, or programs that need to be clear easily and effortlessly, and that I remain neutral and clear. And so it is. So let's go ahead and start by connecting my high self to your high self, working with myself, listeners' high self, or both. Both. Does anyone have blocks to receiving or benefiting from the session, the modality, or from me? No. So how long will it take to apply the prep to work list to me, my high self, listeners, their high self? Let's apply it now. So what is the lowest level of consciousness for anyone on my high self committee? Where is my soul's consciousness or level of awareness on behalf of anyone receiving? Lowest level of consciousness for anyone on listeners' high self committee. So your high self committee, this is a primary group of beings who are working with you to help fulfill your path, your mission, to support you, to help you evolve. And so they're activated with an energy is what that means. There's a block. So even though they are beings at a much higher level of consciousness, they're still on a journey of evolution and can pick up a program or an energy even from you that just sort of gets stuck. So let's look at what's activated for them. Frustration, anxiety, energies of panic, energies of overwhelm, exhaustion, and depression, disappointment, pretty much everything that we're working on today. So let's just release all of these programs, all of these energies, all of these imprints for your non-physical team. And now let's double check. So lowest level of consciousness now for anyone's high self committee. There we go. And let's look at your soul's consciousness or level of awareness. Okay, good. Now, where is my ego, listener's ego? Does anyone have any openings, holes, rips, tears? No, but you have discarnate, separate entities or attachments. So let's just remove these now. Let's ask for source to clear the bottomless pit, meaning that source, your non-physical team, going in and just finding any little hidden nooks or crannies where these beings are hiding. Let's just ask for a moment, because I'm curious, what are they holding, these beings, in listeners' vibration or energy field? Frustration, 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 frustration. So let's clear and release any of the frustration energies that listeners are holding from these discarnate, separate entities or attachments, and then any of the frustration programs that can be cleared without research. We're just going to let them go now. Good. Now, lowest level of consciousness for anyone on listener's high self. I just want to check one more time. There we go. And soul's consciousness or level of awareness. Okay, good. So we checked our egos, no other openings, holes, rips, tears, no other discarnate, separate entities or attachments, no vortex or portal energies. So let's start at the beginning. Where are we going to release anxiety? So the first step is to release group consciousness or collective consciousness anxiety. What you are picking up on from the general energetic climate right now. Now that could be planetary, it could be your community, it could be your country, it could be the people around you. All of those layers of energy that you are able to tune into and be receptive to. Let's go ahead and pull any kind of vow, contract, oath, agreement, or obligation to run these energies as a way of belonging or feeling close to others. Because you can belong to, you can be close to others through energies of compassion and love and adventurousness and laughter and fun. You don't have to bond with everyone through fear, panic, anxiety, worry, depression, frustration, anxiety. You get the point. So let's clear any disappointment that you are picking up, the energies of intolerance and judgment. This is a very polarizing time. It's an emotionally charged time. So let's clear energies of intolerance also towards self. Now, what they're saying about this is where you are judging or on some level chastising self about the way that you are utilizing or experiencing this time. So for some of you, you may feel like, wow, I am really putting myself on a program and I'm reading all of these books and I'm doing online courses and I'm hugely productive right now. And others of you may be face down in a bowl of M&Ms watching, episodes of Quantum Leap over and over again. It's all okay, is what I'm hearing to tell you. We're going through and we move through different phases of being able to integrate and understand the evolution that's happening right now. And this is a part of our evolution. This is a consciousness awakening time, and it's important to really stay grounded as much as possible. But then there are times when we just have a hard time being grounded. I'll tell you, for myself, being on lockdown, I had completely weaned myself off of caffeine over the holidays. Just so happy, over the moon. I'm over caffeine. I'm never going back. And I'll tell you, some of the boredom that I experienced on some days being on lockdown, I found a kombucha that has caffeine in it. And I just went right in full force, and I really enjoyed it. I really love caffeine. It's fun. It just feels buzzy, and it just gets my mind going. But is this for my highest and best? Is this good for my body? No. I'm going to have to go back and get off of caffeine again. But you know what? It's fun while it lasted. Like a bad affair. It was fun while it lasted, and then I have to let it go. So this is what I mean. We might be slipping into behaviors that we know are not good for us. And for some of you who are working with or dealing with some serious addictions, I just want to bring in the awareness of having some compassion for yourself and knowing that this is a very easy time to be highly triggered. I don't think you could go through this experience without being triggered. You would have to be just numb, completely numb. And so let's just look at these blocks to compassion, because this is what I'm hearing to clear for you along with this anxiety, depression, frustration. So how many blocks to compassion for oneself? They're saying infinites of infinites. And where does this come from? It's rooted in belief systems and paradigms that are related to intolerance, intolerance toward self, intolerance toward others, which is really a form of judgment. So where you believe that in order to be a more conscious person, you have to constantly judge and criticize and assess yourself and others, this is a huge block to compassion. And so let's go ahead and release the frustration around that. And let's go ahead and release any of the genetic lineage programming, mother or father side, where you've inherited this perception that you have to be constantly sitting in judgment of yourself, or you're just going to become this lazy slob, and or you feel like you're being a lazy slob and just judging yourself the whole time. So let's go ahead and clear the frustration, the vows, the contracts, the oaths, the agreements, and particularly any obligations, subconscious, energetic obligations that you are holding that come from others to judge or criticize or assess or be intolerant toward them. Let's just let you off the hook of playing that role in anyone's life. It's not furthering your experience, nor is it furthering theirs, despite what they may believe on an unconscious level. So let's go ahead and pull that for you, and let's bring in some freedom. We are having a human experience, and we want you to have the freedom to try different things, to make mistakes, quote unquote, because from the perspective of the non-physical, from our guides, our guardian angels, our higher self, it's not a mistake. It's just another experience that we are taking in and utilizing as an opportunity to keep learning and growing and evolving. So what else do we need to know about that? Nothing. So we're moving forward. Enough said. Let's go deeper into the roots of anxiety. No, let's go deeper into the roots of depression. Okay, so let's look at roots of depression. We have anxiety as a negative motivation that's creating an energy or an experience of anger, frustration, overwhelm, and then right at that pivot point of overwhelm, we are going into this feeling of despair, depression, and even doom. So I want to know if this is enough to clear it. Let's release it. So let's just ask something, because healing is often, I have found in my experience, all about the quality of the questions that we ask. So I'd like to know collectively, for those who are connecting with this video, how many lifetimes or points of consciousness where there has been this similar type of experience of overwhelm and anxiety and frustration and depression and doom. We're talking about tens of thousands of experiences. So what else are listeners holding from these past experiences? Because what we know in healing is that your soul, which is connected to your subconscious, has the ability to access memories of other experiences that you've had. So if you are holding a memory of, let's say you're holding a memory of hundreds of experiences where you've been in a situation that feels similar. And then here we are in this lifetime having an experience with those same energies. Not only are you feeling this event now, but you're getting this emotional, energetic, subconscious recall of all of these past experiences. So it intensifies the emotional energy of it for you in the now. And so you can be feeling very roller coastery and highly triggered. And so let's see what this is blocking in your experience now. It's blocking trusting yourself, being able to trust others. It's blocking the positive expression of vitality in your physical body. It's blocking the experience of grace. It's blocking self-esteem, enthusiasm for life, energies of forgiveness of others and self, and ultimately freedom. So I want to know now if this is enough to clear, enough information that we've researched to clear these blocks. Yes, so let's release it. I'm just going to have you take a nice deep breath and release it whenever you're ready, just to help facilitate this shift. Now, where else is there a negative theme, challenge, choice, or program? Okay, good. Any other roots of depression? Any roots of anxiety? Let's look at roots of frustration. So let's release blocks to sympathy, involvement, energies of love, optimism, determination, and receiving. What else do we need to clear for everyone listening? So let's clear all self-punishment and all of the layers of self-punishment that are sitting both in your vibration, in the Akashic records, or programs that were created through the evolution of your soul. Let's clear the program called embryo, which is really about the blueprint of your life experience. And let's clear all of the replications, duplications, rebuilding, and mirror images. So what we're doing is we're looking at that blueprint and we're finding where is frustration in there as a potential or possibility for you. Now, does this mean that you're never going to feel frustrated again? No, but we're pulling a lot of the roots that are creating a looping pattern where frustration is your go-to, and creating some space for some more freedom, for some compassion, for some tolerance, and some empathy for others, so that you don't just automatically always flip right into frustration. So let's go over to a different chart. Let's clear transfer student programs, belief of beliefs. Let's clear the cellular memory and clear astrological beliefs. Anything else around that? So what else do we need to clear or bring in for anyone listening? Let's download the positive expression of wisdom. Being able to connect in and see more of what's going on, seeing behind the veil, lifting the veil of illusion. Let's clear blocks to receiving, blocks to determination, and blocks to manifesting. Is there anything that we can clear for anyone listening related to the experience of luck or the belief that they're not allowed to be lucky? Yes, where do I go to clear that? Let's clear blocks to the experience of empowerment, trusting the divine. Let's clear blocks to vitality and gratitude. To what degree has that been resolved? Now, is there anything else I need to clear or download? Is there anything more that we need to do today? Yes, so I'm just going to check out and see if there are any healing symbols that need to be downloaded to your being. So I'm going to wave my pendulum here over the index without looking and see what the chart is. So we have the symbol to release. Is this the right one? The 137? Yeah. So this is a symbol related to being or feeling overweight. And I want to see what else is said in the description. And let me just show you what this looks like. There it is. So it's just a symbol that was created. It doesn't have any real representational meaning when you look at it. It's the energy of it that counts. So let's go ahead and bring this in. Anything related to fear, anger, hate of God, hate of life, hate of self, frustration, which we're working on today, helplessness, guilt, alcoholism, depression, self-punishment, self-limitation, self-destruction, doubt of life, and suicide, all can connect into this energy of overweight. Now, I'm not saying that people who are overweight are running these energies. However, these can be energies that are running dormant in your vibration or in your subconscious, and that are creating an experience of being, or even they're saying feeling overweight. So I'm downloading this, and as I'm speaking, I'm just letting my pendulum run over this symbol to download it to your being. And I'm just going to ask for resources to speed the process because it's going. So we're bringing this into all levels of your being, all of the cells of your body, and all areas of your life. Now, while I'm downloading this, because it's still going, and usually when I say let's have resources speed the process, it's usually a few more seconds. But I just want to take the opportunity right now to say that I've had some great feedback from listeners who have said, and even a friend of mine who said, there's so much going on below the screen that we would like to see. So this weekend, I'm actually shifting up my setup so that I can sit at a desk and then you can see how I'm working with the pendulum over the charts. Just in case you've been wondering, what the heck is she doing below the frame of this video? You'll actually be able to see. And so let's see what else. Any other patterns that would be beneficial? Yes, we're going to download the pattern to release worrying. And we're going to 196. Okay, good. So what it's saying here is that worrying can become a habit. Some people seem to be preoccupied or programmed to worry, and it could have started in childhood. So we're just bringing this pattern in to release all worrying. And we're bringing in this download to more easily let you let go of worrying. And one more symbol I'm just going to download. This is a symbol just to clear discordant energy, whatever it may be. So let's bring this in again, all levels of your being, all the cells of your body, all areas of your life. Is everybody happy with that? Yeah, it actually feels a lot lighter. So let's go ahead and just make sure that we're complete for today. So let's just look at what is the accuracy, the completion, the integration of this clearing. Is there anything left, anything remaining, anything more to do? Do I have a final assurance? All records that have been open are now closed, so let's go ahead and apply the mop-up list. Let's clear the 9 stacks, anything on or off the charts, and I want to thank my high self, listeners' high self, all of the beings working with us, bringing forth light and releasing any darkness, limitation, or fear, and so it is. I hope that you feel so much lighter after listening to this, and more expansive, and that you really start to become more mindful of being compassionate with yourself, being kind, being gentle. It's a day-by-day, step-by-step process. We do not have a lot of background, right, for going through experiences like this. For most of us, this is the first time that we've ever had an experience like this. Of course, people have different experiences all over the world. Everybody's had something different, something that they can draw on from their background. But it's not the time to become more judgmental, more intolerant, more frustrated. It's a time to ease up and be more open to receiving, be more open to being gentle, and being more open to the highest truth. So I will let you go for now. Take care of yourself, and I will be back next week with another free clearing. Bye for now.